What's going on, everyone? How is everyone doing today? We all survived Christmas, I hope. And I hope you're having a great time with family and, whatnot. So today, I don't do a ton of fixed blades. I'm not a super fixed blade guy. I have a couple, and I'll bring some out for comparison here in just a minute. But I've really been liking Lionsteel more and more. And when my buddy Gil sent this one over, I was really intrigued by this one. Again, I don't know, something about the wood handle. This actually, kind of matches the little gentleman's folder that I did yesterday. So the wood is a little bit different. I mean, it's the same style wood. I think it just has a little bit different staining and whatnot. So we'll just leave that guy off to the side. So this is a Lionsteel Bushcraft B35 fixed blade, and comes with this really nice handmade leather sheath. I think I could see this one in more of a horizontal type carry, actually, but let's take a look at this thing because it's really cool. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. So it is Lionsteel. It is Slipner steel. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not, but this is a Santos wood, and it's kind of textured. Nice grain, nice kind of milled out lanyard hole, which I think is kind of a nice little detail. It's an attention to detail. It's a small detail, but really kind of a nice thing. So if you were to put a lanyard on that, it would lay, more flat. Nice crown to the full tang, all the way up to the top of the spine. Just a really nice knife. That's the designer there, Moletta. All in all, I think this is really cool. And while I'm not going to get into fixed blades necessarily, and I'm much more into kind of tactical type of fixed blades when I do a fixed blade, something about this just speaks to me, much like this spoke to me. I can't explain it, guys. I really can't. So let's talk about a couple dimensions here. It's 8 inches overall, 3.5-inch blade from the edge of the scale to the tip, with a 3.31 cutting edge. It's 0.149 thick on the blade steel, and 0.67 overall, and it does kind of flare out, and you can see that, and it really feels nice in the hand. So the knife alone weighs in at 4.2 ounces, and together with the sheath on your belt is going to be 6.1, which really is not bad at all. I mean, this really, it feels super light, but it also feels really strong in the hand. It's really, grippy. It's got some texture to the wood. It could use maybe a little more. I think if you got wet, this might be a little bit slippery, but all in all, it's pretty well locked in, and it feels very comfortable. You could use this all day long and not hurt your hand, not feel uncomfortable whatsoever. Not really a breaker here, but the tang extends past the scale, so that if you were to do any banging around, you would be totally fine and protected and not start to chip the wood or anything like that. So all in all, I don't know. Just something about the wood handles is I'm kind of digging. So, and like I said, I think a sheath with a horizontal type position to be carried on your belt would, for me, probably make more sense. Or what I've also seen is fixed blade sheaths with like a pocket clip that carry pretty deep in your pocket. This would be a great one for that too, because it's not that big. It's not a huge knife. So let's do a couple size comparisons. Here it is next to the Sharpie. And we'll run through some folders just to give you the perspective, and then I'll pull out a couple of fixed blades. So Spyderco Delica. Again, not much bigger than a Delica. Not much bigger than, at all, the FIF 20, almost identical. And very similar in thickness. These both feel very similar in the hand, honestly. This one has the clip that you feel, but that's it. But yeah, it's very much Holt Spectre size as well. The handle's a little thicker and feels your hand a little better than the Spectre. But for a fixed blade, I mean, this is a great option. It really is. And so here's a Medford fixed FUK, their fighting utility folder. Again, very similar blade size, totally different shape. This is kind of more of your tactical reverse grip type of, knife, but similar in size. And then the Extrema Ratio neck knife that I have, much smaller, but, really just a discreet neck knife that you can get a hold of. So really, I thank you, Gil, for sending me some stuff that's unusual and not my norm. That's what I love about this channel, is I get to see things that I probably would not have seen. I would have walked right past this at a show, or flipped through in a catalog, or just scrolled through online, just because fixed blades, don't have a lot of need or use for them, so I don't really gravitate towards them. But to get things loaned in makes it really exciting that I get to check out things that I would not normally check out, and I'm kind of missing out on things. I really think that I'm missing out on some stuff, so it's kind of opened my eyes to look a little closer at different types of knives that I would not normally look at. So I hope I've explained it well enough, and I hope that I am being able to share with you guys some things that you've not seen before, because that's my whole point, is to share things outside the norm that are maybe unusual, maybe get a lot of hate, maybe are kind of forgotten and obscure out in the corner of the knife community, just to really show what is out there and make you think a little bit. Because our normal everyday knives that we focus in on, there's a lot more out there, and I think it's worth exploring some other genres, if you will, in the knife community. So thanks a lot. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.